This is not a video that I thought I would ever be making. This is not a video that I'd ever want to make. Car was in a rear end accident. Quarter panel on the driver's side needs to be replaced. At first the damage didn't look that bad. Once I kind of went over everything, I mean, the crash structure behind the bumper is completely pushed in. Trunk is completely gone, even though it looks kind of fine on camera. It's bent, it's misaligned. Unfortunately, I can't continue any upgrades on the Charger. Still waiting on insurance to kind of figure out what they're going to do as far as who's going to be fixing the car. The entire rear was damaged, so rear bumper, the crash structure beneath the rear bumper, the trunk lid, rear tail light, all of that's gone. This quarter panel on the driver's side needs to be replaced. There's this bulge kind of right here. And also the rear door, when you try to open it, it no longer lines up. This panel gap is completely closed. The quarter panel's been pushed forward quite a bit. And there's some interior damage to the car as well. The door panel's broken and the entire dash came out. That's how hard we were hit. That is really unfortunate because I just made, the last video that I just made was that this car is almost complete. I believe that was the title of the last video that I made, which was that my car was almost complete. And then, what was it, 4 days later, I get rear-ended. It could have been much worse. The car is drivable, so that's great. I wasn't as hurt as the passengers in the Uber that was behind me, so I actually got rear-ended by the Uber driver who was in between the two cars. Unfortunate what happened, but I do hope that the passengers of that Uber are okay. They looked pretty banged up. You know, I still got some shoulder pain from the accident. I think the worst injury that I've sustained was like the back pain and the shoulder pain. The airbags didn't deploy, which for how hard we were hit, I'm kind of concerned that the airbags didn't deploy. But I'm also grateful and thankful that they didn't deploy and that the car is still able to drive. My driver's seat does not work. It's an automatic seat on the Charger, so you know, it goes up and down, forward, back. I always have my seat on the highest setting for height. And when I got rear-ended, the seat completely collapsed. And now it no longer functions. It barely goes forward and back. It makes a lot of weird, crunchy noises when the seat goes forward and back, but it doesn't go up and down at all anymore. If they don't total it out and one of the insurances does decide to fix it, it's going to be months before I get my car back and verify if it's in the original condition that it was in before the crash. However, just because we can't do any modifications to Maxi here, that doesn't mean that we don't have anything to work on. We still got Burley here, and she has been waiting a very long time to be modified. I've been saying that I'm going to do a turbocharger build on this car for a really long time, but now it's actually the perfect opportunity to start that build. And I've actually already started that build yesterday. There's plenty of parts that we've already ordered, which you guys are going to see in the next video, which is going to be this, or how I got to this point. So yeah, you guys, the next video you guys are going to see is going to be mostly turbo 1UZ Lexus LS400 content. So hopefully you guys enjoy that while I'm waiting around to figure out what's going on with her. If they do decide that I get to keep her and she's not totaled, then we're going to be finishing the turbo LS400 project first, and then we're going to jump back into finishing this car. All right, so that's going to be the rest of the video. Hopefully you guys stay tuned and we figure out what's going to happen in these next couple of months. Is going to be very interesting.